As John Nutt put it, it's 3 times 3-minute rounds. Both fighters will be looking to fight Amir Shafiq in the finals of the Bantamweight tournament.
Now again, do you know about these guys in terms of their striking abilities?
Nah, not much.
Okay. Well, again, they seem to like to square off against each other.
But of course, Aloysius still trains out of one of the biggest gyms right here in Singapore. And he has the likes of Royston Wee, Bruce Lowe to train with on a daily basis.
Now, what I find amusing is shin guards. Shin guards are kind of amusing. Great hip toss right there.
Not forgetting to mention, these shin pads are actually pretty soft.
Exactly.
So
you don't feel it. What I mean by you don't feel it is you feel everything. Just because it's a shin pad does not mean that you're not, you know, when you get juiced across the thigh, that's a dead leg and a half. I don't know why he was content to bring him into the guard right there. It looked like he kind of fell into it, but he's extending both legs. And we'll see what they can do from the ground here. Aloysius in the red corner bringing his legs very high. I mean, again, he could look for that arm bar right there.
Very active from his guard is Muhamad Khairi. Not giving Aloysius still a moment to rest at all. It's making Aloysius to work right here in top position.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, again, because they're amateur, I'm wondering if when they're on their back and they're in the guard, if they just get kind of flustered and they don't know what to do, because if you don't know many submissions from that position, again, like he's bringing his arm around right now, it looks like he's almost going for like a headlock, but that doesn't work, you know? You could hear the corner saying posture and punch. And again,
Aloysius doing really well, mixing up with body shots as well as head shots.
Yep, some good ground and pound. We'll see once again. I mean, it can go into this position for long enough time where if the work isn't happening, the referee can stand him up.
But of course, right now we are obviously following the unified MMA rule set, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing if you're fighting from the bottom, because the judges tend to look at the fighter on top mostly. So,
which just comes with education. Knowledge is power. Education.
Some very nice shot, hammer fist. And Aloysius landing some heavy ground and pound. He's now in full mount.
So he's bringing those legs up again. I mean, like, you know, if he brings his legs up that far, that is the end of the round. And he could sneak out of the bottom is what I was going to say. But Isaac Yap doing a great job of being on top of both fighters. And we will go into the second round. Yep. Correct. You guys have the higher level. We need the lower level to get some grassroots going. So again, blue corner comes out with the hands down. Look at him. He's doing the Bruce Lee style. But
not to mention in the southpaw stance as well.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see if he just wants to accept those leg kicks. Yeah, they have the shin pads, but man, I'm telling you, when those things hit, dead legs happen. Great job by Isaac Yap right there. There it is. There's some punches. And he will fall on top of him into the mount position. So red corner is on top.
This is obviously not good for Muhamad Khairi, considering he spent considerable, the majority of the first round on his back.
And once again, we need to watch the ring. We don't have a cage, so if they go out, the referees have been starting them from the center of the ring. Fantastic job.
Is it a problem, the fact that the referee has to bring the action to the middle of the ring?
As a fighter, you lose momentum.
Yeah, exactly. So
as a fighter, you lose momentum. So yeah, I mean, you know, it happens. That's the name of the game. You know what I mean? Or it's a part of the game.
One of the disadvantages of fighting in the ring, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the cage was kind of made for the sport. The cage was made for the sport. But the thing is people have been fighting in this platform since, you know, for new fans of the sport, of course, the UFC is the UFC. But fight promotions have been fight promotions since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? And I'm sure the kumite was actually probably done on some sort of ring. You know what I mean? It was, you know, We all like the Frank Dukes platform, but I don't really think that happened. I bet it was in a ring.
Muhamad Khairi back on his back. Aloysius still with another takedown. Obviously with the 10-point must scoring system in effect, I would say Aloysius still is in the lead right now, probably 20-18.
The other thing you can tell in terms of the amateurs is look how tight he's holding his guard. I mean, he doesn't need to be squeezing his legs that hard, but you know, and this happens again. It's almost like he's going for like the kung fu monkey position and bringing his legs all the way up into the eyes, which it doesn't. You know, if you're gonna sneak out the bottom, yeah, sure, great. But otherwise, I mean, you're just exerting energy that like you could have both. Again, he could bring back both his feet down right now and try to umplaut out, but obviously that's not going to happen.
And let's not forget, these fighters, well, one of them are going to be fighting in the finals later tonight, so wouldn't be twice in one day. Amir Shafiq stopped his opponent in the third round.
Will this be the first one that goes out all 3 rounds? If we go to the judges' scorecard, this is the first judges' scorecards. Amazing.
Aloysius right now in side control. It's not working much, and referee Isaac Yap is on top of the action, and that's the end of the second round.
That will be the end of the second round.
Here in Singapore Fighting Championship, the winner is set to face Amir Shafiq, but who is going to advance?
It's a haymaker. That's a haymaker.
Khairi throwing haymakers on his feet, but Aloysius relentless with those takedowns.
He's got him triangled up. Or has he got the armbar? He's got either an armbar or a triangle, and he's trying to pull it back. He's trying to extend. And we'll see what the red corner does right here, because he's obviously not getting out of it right at this moment. Maybe that's playing possum. Maybe he's just, once again, trying to get his breath and get his energy.
Khairi desperate to get something going after a disappointing first and second round, where he pretty much mounted offense on his feet through multiple hard punches, but on the ground, Aloysius still was beating him up pretty well.
And again, if he doesn't have the arm right there, and if he doesn't have it twisted the right way, he might need to think about going for something else. Or that's going to happen. He's going to wind up being side controlled by the red corner.
Khairi went for the armbar, but couldn't get it. Good defense displayed by Aloysius, so he's now in side control, and he lands that hammer fist, and he steps up on his feet. Leg kicks by Aloysius. All right, that's a body shot. The body shot sends
It was a swing
Muhamad
and a miss
Khairi.
that sent him back to the ground.
Yeah.
Goes for the back control, misses it. We have the same thing.
Both fighters desperate for a finish right here. Khairi in the southpaw stance. He wants to land that straight left.
Great hip toss.
Very nice hip toss. Off a takedown. That's the words of Royston Wee yelling at Aloysius that Muhamad Khairi doesn't have any will.
Nowhere to go. How are you doing? Don't hug me. Yeah, I'm fucking disgusting. Yeah. Can I keep this here for a second? Yeah, go ahead. I've been well. We need to chat after this. Okay, cool, man. You're hanging around.
Aloysius once again in full mount. This is not looking good for Muhamad Khairi.
I'm sweating like a freak. It's like the Serengeti here for me. It's what I do. Yeah.
Lots of effective punches being landed here by Aloysius. So,
what are you up to this evening? Kicking? Yeah, good. Staying over here, 20 upper circular.
and that's the end of the fight. For the first time tonight, we're going to go to the judges' scorecards. Aloysius still obviously putting on a really strong display. Muhamad Khairi had his moments in the striking department, but just couldn't get it going on the mat. And so the judges agreed with us here at the commentators table. Aloysius still taking the victory via unanimous decision. The first time we've gone to the judges' scorecards tonight.